Okay. Okay, so I think we can start. Welcome everyone on the 21st Wrocław Blockchain Meetup. We are sponsored by Parity Technologies. There's not a lot of drinks up there, but there are some, so you can grab them. Yeah, as usual, this is our agenda. So we have actually already started at 6:15 with the introduction for the first timers. It's in Polish. Now we're gonna have 2 talks. After that, we have some time for networking and drinks. And after the meetup around 9:30, we are usually going to eat something and have some drinks. So if you want to join, make sure to wait outside the building. Today we have 2 talks scheduled. The first one is about SendCard IO, idea, pricing, validation, and go live of a B2C blockchain project by Agnieszka Hołownia-Niedzielska and Bartosz Niedzielski. And the second one is given by Bernard Łabno about BSQ, the open source peer-to-peer KYC-free crypto exchange run by a true DAO. We also have a lightning talks, so if you would like to speak on this stage, but you are not ready for the full-time presentation and would just like to tell us about the project that you have seen recently, you don't have to be prepared at all. Just come to me, let me know, and during the break, we can put you on and give you a mic for some time so you can have the time on your stage. Yeah, also, if you want to be a speaker, please let me know. We are looking for speakers. We are really happy if someone wants to talk on this stage. Also, if you know someone who we could invite to Wrocław, then also let me know. Yeah, and that's it. So let me invite on stage Agnieszka and Bartosz to talk about SendCard IO. And please give them a warm welcome.
Hello, my name is Agnieszka. I'm here together with Bartek to tell you a little bit about SendCard project. First of all, I would like to thank you all for climbing those 3 floors of stairs here as the elevator is out of order. So thank you very much, and we are here. I hope you will enjoy the presentation. I will tell you a little bit about the idea for the project. Where are we now? How did we started our pricing policy? What data we needed to create a pricing policy? And also what the SendCard is all about. First of all, if you are a regular to the blockchain meetups, you already know me and Mateusz, the 3rd member of our team. Unfortunately, Mateusz is not today with us, but I will talk a little bit about him and his love life, so it's good that he isn't here. And also Bartek. Bartek will tell you a little bit about our pricing policy in a few minutes. So first of all, what's the idea? When did it hit us? When Mateusz was getting married, together me and Bartek, we wanted to create something memorable for him and his wife, something that will stay in their minds. And as Mateusz is a blockchain and a tech geek, we thought about sending him wishes into the blockchain. So wishes that will be there forever. And then he could read them anytime he wants, and they will stay there as together with the words that are from the bottom of our hearts. And we did it, but it took some time and some IT knowledge first to put the data into the blockchain. We put it into IOTA, and then to receive the wishes by Mateusz, because what we did when we put the wishes into the blockchain, we just printed out the QR code for the wishes, and it took Mateusz some time to reach the wishes. Every time that we say somewhere about the idea, or Mateusz told someone about the gift, people told us that it's fun, it's nice, it's innovative, it's something great. But what's uncomfortable about it, you need to know the blockchain, you need to know how to write something into the blockchain, and then also the receiver needs to know how to get information from the blockchain. So why not to create a website that will enable everyone to do it? Just to put your wishes, something that you have on the bottom of your heart, and send it into the blockchain. Well, I thought that wishes, that's not enough, it's just text. When we have really important messages, we often add some pictures, some greeting cards. So our wishes should also have greeting cards. And that's how the idea for the SendCard project was born. So the SendCard is basically the website. When with 5 easy steps, everyone can put the message, the greeting card, and the wishes into the blockchain. We are combining 3 different blockchains to choose by the users, and some extra sauce, because it's not often easy to tell what we want, to tell what kind of wishes we would like to write. So the website also suggests the greetings or wishes according to the occasion. And what are the occasions? Of course, the wedding, when it all started, then the love, newborn, birthday, and congratulations. So we believe that this is the time when we want to say something special, as something that should be forever and eternal. And of course, there are also some technicalities. We've chosen 3 blockchains: IOTA, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So the user can decide which kind of blockchain he or she wants to use. Of course, if someone doesn't know what's the difference, we have some very short descriptions of each of the blockchains, or you can just select it by the price. And what was most important for us was it's the responsive design and the user experience. We wanted to be really easy, and we decided that the greeting cards, the wishes, and of course the buying process needs to look good on each resolution on every possible device. So generally, nowadays, when you plan a website, you plan two kinds of presentation. One is vertical, the other is horizontal. We decided that it's not enough. We divided resolutions into 5 brackets, and for each of these brackets, we are preparing the views that will be the best for the resolutions presented. And something about technology, which we've chosen Angular for the front end and TypeScript for the back end. We are also implementing this to blockchain, so it will the wishes will be automatically sent into the selected blockchain. SendCard is also about giving people some knowledge and experience with the blockchain. Here we know quite much about blockchain, but many people are afraid of the technology or don't know how could they use it, how could they benefit from it. So we are planning to show it. First of all, high availability. Depending on what will be the future of SendCard, the data will still be there. They are not on our servers, they are in the blockchain, so they will be readable anytime someone needs them. And of course, blockchain is electronic durable medium, so if we put some data there, we cannot change them. If you got the tattoo with the name of your beloved one, you can change it. With the blockchain, the data stays there. So we've got guarantee that the messages that we want to be heard and to be published will stay there forever. And of course, transparency. We've chosen 3 public blockchains, so the community takes care of them, not the government or some kind of company. And the tasks. Well, when we decided that SendCard is a go, We started a bunch of tasks. We worked on the user experience, we worked on some kind of marketing plan. Of course, we needed proof of concept. We made implementation into IOTA because we are specializing in this blockchain. Some development, and then we decided we made around 60 to 70% of work, and we decided that we want once more to check, is it really a good idea? Are there people who would like to pay for the card and for the wishes to be stored into blockchain? What can we do to check if it's really something that will be possible to sell, something that market would like? So there were a few ideas. First of all, we could ask a friend. But that's something that we have already done. That's how the idea was born. So we needed to go further with it. We could start the website. When we start the website, we would know how much people are interested in such a service. This checkpoint cannot be skipped. But we wanted one more. Let me remind you that we did around 60 or 70% of work. So if we wanted to start the website, it was just too early. Okay, we can try some kind of actions like sending these permanent cards to influencers and then see, will they get it? Will they talk about it on their social media? Will they present it on their social media, etc., etc.? But when someone you follow or admire presents the information that there is some nice product, you probably would like also to buy it. So if the followers would like the card, they would like to buy it, and still we don't have a website. So maybe that's the better idea to make it like a marketing campaign, not the validation of the idea. And we could ask business experts. But most business experts specialize in B2B projects, and they also work with the projects on early stages. And we've got like 70% of the tasks done. So we decided that it would be better to ask the people we would like to sell this product to. Because there is nothing better like asking, would you like an eternal greeting card stored in IOTA, Ethereum, or Bitcoin? That was a great idea. But if I would ask you if you would like this kind of service, probably most of you would tell me that that depends on the cost of the service. And what is the cost of the service? Well, we didn't know. When we started the project, we had some rough numbers, but nothing specific. So we needed to start with the question, how much for a card? And exactly the question wasn't how much for a card, because first we needed to know how much do we have to pay for a card to be published in blockchain. Then we could discuss the margins, etc. And Bartek will tell you a little bit about this topic.
And before we can answer, and I'm here, right? Is this working? Oh, no. So before we can answer how much we will pay for a card, we first have to know, need to know what card exactly is, what the data we need to storage, and when, and where. So we decide to use three different blockchains, IOTA, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And we decide that our card will be in vector format because we want to it look great in all resolutions. And this is not a good idea to put in the blockchain a big amount of the data. So we limited card size to 100 kilobytes, and we didn't want to spam the network with hundreds of identical graphics. Sorry. So we decide to separate the card for the wishes itself, and we choose to store the card as a template in the IOTA because we have more experience in IOTA, and we can store the data there almost for free. And the wishes itself, we will keep in different blockchain like IOTA, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and each wishes have a reference to IOTA template. To be exact, the wishes are formed from template address. It's an address in IOTA, content, the wishes itself, and a place when you can write your name. So now we know what exactly we will store in blockchain. And in IOTA, it was not a problem. This network was designed to store the data in it, and you can store it almost for free. All you have to do is a small proof of work, but still, this proof of work needs to be fast and stable. So we decide to pay for it. We rent a service which do proof of work for us, and they have price list, so it was easy to estimate the cost of one card. In Ethereum, it was no problem too, because Ethereum, like IOTA, was designed to store the data in the network, but you have to pay for it with a gas. We did some tests, and we need to store, to cover IOTA address, wishes, and tags. We need from 30,000 gas unit for empty card to over 100,000 gas unit to a card that is filled to maximum. Okay, and so now we know the price for Ethereum, and the most difficult was the Bitcoin. Bitcoin. This network weren't designed to store the data. Unfortunately, there is a place that you can attach a data to transfer, but it only has 80 bytes. And for an empty card, we need 100 bytes to over 1,000 bytes. So it gives us from 2 to 16 messages for one card. And what is more, the mining fee for miners are constantly change. But we have to assume something, so we made an assumption about miner fee, and we decide to reduce the weight of a message for now by reducing the tax length. But this is not all. Besides the blockchain's cost, we need to have some company costs like accountants or tax. We need to pay for hosting. We need to pay for database. We use Firebase and Firestore. We need to pay for graphic designers and things like that. There is, as you can see, a lot of cost, but on the bright side, now we know the cost of one card. So what is next?
Okay, so now we knew how much for a card, but we also needed to think about our target audience, and our target audience wasn't our friends, wasn't our family, wasn't even in Poland. We mostly think about selling our service abroad, for example, in United States. So how can we make as many people as possible know about the product As we are not there, we cannot attend meetings there, etc. Well, we could always go, for example, to the Facebook ad. It's simple. But still, not everyone living in United States is our target audience. We are looking for people who are early adopters, who like innovations, are happy to try something new, and are generally open to new technology. So where can we find them? Well, we decided that it's a good idea to try crowdfunding. Why? Well, we will get exactly the people we would like to get, because the people who are open to innovation, people who like to support innovative products, and also people who are mainly from USA or India. We thought about two portals, Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Generally, Kickstarter is seen as more reliable, more popular, so we decided to go with Kickstarter. We found some information, how the campaign works, what should we do, how to make it better, etc., etc. And we started the account there, and we wanted to launch our own campaign. And we couldn't, because you cannot launch campaign on Kickstarter if you are from Poland. You can support the campaign any country, from any country you would like. You just need to have the credit card, but if you want to launch your own campaign, you cannot do it from Poland. So we decided to go to Indiegogo and wanted to start our campaign on Indiegogo. Until the middle of August, you could start the crowdfunding campaign from Poland on Indiegogo. Now it's also not possible. Because also they have the same list as Kickstarter, and Poland is not on this list. How to do it now, I will tell you in a minute. So that was the first bump that we found on the road. Then, we read a lot about the Kickstarter, and now we are starting our campaign on Indiegogo. So we wanted some information. What are the changes? What should we know? For example, your account is verified. How will it be verified? What kind of documentation will be needed? Well, it's not so easy to find this kind of information. And of course, we needed a movie. Generally, crowdfunding campaigns need a promotional video. Actually, now many products need promotional video. And first of all, you want people to get to know your product, so you want to have this kind of video. But also the crowdfunding platform itself promotes its own campaigns, and if you do not have a video, they won't promote you. So you need a video. We take a shooting. We hired a voiceover. We have written the scenario, etc., etc. So it was a big project itself. And then, doing everything on the list, we needed to remember about the odds. Generally, 2/3 of the projects of the crowdfunding campaigns fail, and it strongly depends on the category in which you are presented. There are also some special professional companies that can help you, and they can grow your chances of reaching your goal. And of course, you can use professional support. Now, there are companies that will publish the crowdfunding campaign on their names in the country that is on the list from the above. But you need to pay for it, of course. They are taking some risk because they are verifying the account as their account. So legally, they are obliged to provide the perks, the prices that you choose for contribution. And of course, there are many companies that help you with the marketing, provide you some audience, provide you some templates, email templates, etc., etc. But we decided to do it on our own. And we started the crowdfunding campaign for the SendCard. The campaign was on until yesterday. So yesterday it was finished. We reached the milestone, but we didn't reach our goal. It was $5,000. but it was lesson learned for us, and of course for us it was another validation point. We are now obliged to provide the perks to the backers that supported our product, and of course we are still starting the website commercially. So what's now? Well, we will get the perks to the people who contributed to our project, and some of them will be just like first users, because they will get the promo code for the card that they have chosen, and they will use this 5-step online creator to send the card, but they will pay it with promo code, not with their PayU account. And there is some extra work because we also prepared Indiegogo exclusives. For example, we decided for the newborn category to offer the personalized cards. So we will get from the contributors, we will get the name and the date birth of the child. We'll put it onto card, and then this card will be saved into the blockchain. So the process of getting card and sending the wishes will be a little bit different from the regular one, and from our side it will be also additional work. And of course we are still working on the website, but we are now on the finish. We need some email designs, implementation of payment service, and of course some polishing of front end, because here we decided to cooperate with professional designing companies just to make sure that the UX is really on the high end. Then we are of course planning to also to publish mobile app. It will be available in the future. The first step is the website. Then we will add also more occasions, because we believe that this kind of wishes can be suitable for many occasions. And then there will be the go live. The go live is planned for the end of October, so it's not a long time. That's where the backers would get their access, and then it will be publicly available. And here is a glimpse of on the website itself. As you can see, it's generally in gray with a little bit of orange. It's really plain and simple, just because what needs to stand out from the website are those cards. The designs that you have seen during the presentation are all cards that are available on the websites, so they can have different styles, different colors. They need to blend in well on the website. And we believe that with the go live, we will have exactly the same challenges as previously. We will think if our pricing policy is right, if our marketing ideas are okay, if the user experience is as good as expected. So it probably will just begin. With this, I would like to thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, we will be happy to answer.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Are there any questions? I saw one hand up. Okay.
I wanted to ask about payment processing, because so actually what you are planning to do is sell some tokens for fiat currencies, and it should be possible to pay with a credit card or something like that. So, and what are your plans on connecting payment processing system?
We don't sell tokens. All we do, we store the card and wishes in blockchain, but all the cryptocurrency is on us. You don't own any cryptocurrency. About what you ask about the payment, we want to use a PayU provider, and in USA they give us credit card only, I think. So you can pay for it with your credit card.
So basically, like, it is not connecting like to all these AML, KYC, and stuff like as when you try to connect payment processing system to maybe currency exchange, something like that?
No, there's no, the whole KYC, etc. is made by PayU. So they are the payment processor, and we are not planning to make any kind of payments as a operator. Yes, we will use the outsourcing here.
Okay, thank you. And some technical questions. So you are connecting to these like 3 blockchains, and how you implement this connection? So do you have like these nodes basically of Ethereum, of blockchain?
No,
or
no,
you
no.
connect to some other,
We don't
well-known-
own any nodes. We connect to each blockchain by APIs. And in IOTA is quite easy. They have API. You just connect to a node. Yes, there are many public nodes, and it's basically the same for Ethereum and Bitcoin. There are sites or APIs or services. It's different for each blockchain. You can use this someplace for free, or someplace you have to pay for it.
Okay, thank you.
Is it working? Okay.
Yes.
Did you use any other marketing means other than Indiegogo, like Reddit, Hacker News, or any of that space?
Well, we published, we've got our fan page, yeah, we publish press releases. We are press releases both in foreign press release channels and in Polish, because, well, as we are a Polish company. We didn't use that was our idea. We didn't use any paid marketing services for this validation. That was our goal. Try to do it in some kind naturally.
Okay, and what are your plans for spreading the idea, if you have any?
Yeah, we have. Generally, we think about using Facebook, because when the website will be online, it's easier to gain people who has less IT knowledge or are not so early adopters, because it will be available, so you could use it. You do not have to understand what's behind it. And also the idea with the influencers, that was as a possible validation, seems for us as a good idea to promote this kind of, let's call it, recreational product.
And going back to the part where you said about Indiegogo, that it's not available for Poland, and there's something to solve that problem?
No, because it's not that, for example, I don't know, the Poland is not credible enough or something like that. They're just Indiegogo and Kickstarter are using now Stripes, the company for the payment processing. And Stripes does not send money into Polish accounts. They send money only to the list of countries, probably taking into account some kind of cost on their side or something like that. So when Indiegogo moved to the Stripes, also, from Poland, you cannot launch the campaign. They are not planning to change the list of the countries, because I asked about it.
So
Actually, Stripe have, I don't know how to say it, test launch in Poland, but when it will end, they doesn't say. But the workaround is to rent a firm. There are companies which put the campaign as you. They take your product, they put it as their accounts. They have a company in States, so officially there are they product, but you will split the income.
what about like international accounts that you can have in Poland, like Revolut? Or do you have to not to be a
No, you
Polish
need
citizen?
to have the bank account in the same country as you are citizen. So if I live in Poland, even though I have foreign accounts, I need to put account that is in Poland to be verified. Maybe this will change in the future, but for now, that's not an option.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Test. Okay. On the website, when it's live, when I want to order a card, how long will it take? So I select the type of card, and what is the process? Same day delivery? Just wondering.
Yeah, well, these 5 steps. When you are the sender of a card, you go into the website.
Yeah.
First, you choose the occasion, then you choose the card, you add your greetings, then you can choose the blockchain or agree to the selected suggested one. And finally, put the data. The data includes your name and your email address and the receiver's data. I mean, the name and the address. And for IOTA, it's fast. It's the same day. You will get also the email notification when your card will be in the put into the blockchain with the address that has been given. With Ethereum, we will be, it's also the same day. Yeah, what we are thinking about most is the Bitcoin, because then there you can, this fees, and you do not have guarantee in which of the blocks your transaction will be.
In 1 hour, but it should be.
Just from a coding perspective, is the website directly connected to those blockchains? It doesn't go through you. You don't have to authenticate anything.
Yes,
it's just automatic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we use a micro services on Firebase, and yes, the website connect to backend, and the backend send it to blockchain. Of course, we first store in our database. So if something go wrong, we have a possibility to put it in blockchain once again. So we are a proxy, and then we send it to blockchain itself.
Yeah, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, so let's take a short break, around like 10-15 minutes. We're gonna set up the next speaker, and please thank you, Agnieszka and Bartosz, for the time.
Thank you.